been pretty windy all week, so can't really do a whole lot of flying. So I'm a little bored. So I think what I'm going to do is install some FPV in my Bugs 3. I have this camera sitting around. It's a 1000 TVL CCD camera. So it's just sitting here. I might as well do something with it. I have several options of antennas that I can use. And I have this wireless 40 channel 5.8 gigahertz transmitter to put in. This is a Wolf Whoop T86, and this is from 25 milliwatts to 200 milliwatts with race band. Comes with instructions, RPSMA. It's got the little antenna in there, which I won't be using. DX862. And it has everything you need. It's fairly simple to install one of these. I've done it once and I didn't know what I was doing, and it worked out. Here's my Bug 6, which I have FPV in it, and it's really pretty simple. Take off this antenna. So basically, all you do is your camera will plug into the VTX. Then all you have to do is get power to your VTX. And that's pretty much it. Put your antenna on, set your band and channel. I have a pigtail JST that I soldered to the board where the battery power comes in. And that's how I power it. When you plug in the battery, your VTX is powered on. Now, if you don't want to fly FPV, just unplug the JST connection and there's no power going to your VTX. So it's really pretty simple. Now, I haven't really spent any time looking at the Bugs 3 to see how I'm going to set it up, but it should be pretty straightforward. I like keeping everything hidden under the canopy. It just looks clean. So, it's not very difficult. And I like having, I flew this the other day, even though it was windy, and with the antenna out here on the back instead of the side, it flew pretty good. I think I like that much better. I have had a couple signal drops where this thing's fallen out of the sky. Luckily, no damage. It was over grass. But I think this antenna placement in the back really helps. So if you have a Bug 6, I would think about doing that. All I did was drill a hole and cut this back piece with some snips to slide it in and out. When I want to take the canopy off, it's really easy. But I think you do get a lot better signal with it up and down than on the side. So, okay, let's look at the Bugs 3. See how we're going to do this. I'm going to have to take the LED out, which I'm fine with that, because I have two more here on the legs if I need them for orientation. Now there's all kinds of room in here to put a camera. I just got to figure out how I want to do the VTX. I don't know if I'll have it on the inside like I do on the Bugs 3, or if I'll maybe put it on the bottom and have the antenna pointing down underneath. I don't know. I'll figure it out. So I'll go through and take this LED out and then kind of figure out the layout, and I'll get back with you here in a minute. Alright, thanks. Okay, I'm back. Well, let me show you what all I got going on real quick. Okay, I got the pigtail soldered in here. This little plastic piece right here snaps off. You take that off, and this just pulls right on out, which I had it out. And all I did was take some tape, I folded it over, and I soldered my 2 wires to the back there. Yeah, can't see that. So that's how I got my pigtail. You just push it right back in, and this piece just snaps right over the top of it. And you're done. Easy peasy. So that's how I'm going to power my VTX. Okay, now with the VTX. That one that I had in the box that I told you about, the Wolf Whoop whatever, junk. I couldn't even get a video transmission to the camera. I already have it boxed up, ready to go back to Amazon. I'm going to order another TX801 that I've been using in my Bug 6. So, I'm taking the VTX out of my Bug 6 for this build, this demonstration, this video, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so I took the front LED housing out of the nose of the bird. I also took this little round rubber stopper out of the bottom that goes right there. Took that out. Okay, now, you see these 2 LEDs I have here? When I ordered those, it came with the housing too, but I didn't need the housing, so I just took the LED out of here and put them on the 2 legs. So what I did, I took one of these housings, took it over to to my bench, put in the vise, and I took a coping saw and I cut this off, this round piece right here. Here's the coping saw. I just cut it off. What that allowed me to do, I'm going to shine this light over here a little bit more. I took my camera and I put it right in that little housing. And I just secured it with a little bit of hot glue in the back. So now, this camera, I can mount it right in the nose, just like the LED was. It'll go in there. Oh, I got it upside down, that's why. It goes like this. So now I can use those 2 screws and secure that in there. Okay. So there's my camera. And what I'm going to do, this VTX, I'm going to put a little piece of double-sided tape, plus I drilled, I don't know if you can see those holes, I drilled 2 holes in the back there. I'm going to put a piece of double-sided tape on the back, stick that down like there, and I'm going to get a tie and tie it in, and have my antenna come down from the bottom, and the camera will be in. I don't know if you're following me. I know I'm not being real clear. So that's where the VTX is going to go, and then the camera will be just like this. Then all I gotta do, put my antenna on the bottom, plug it in, and I'm good to go. So let me get all this put together, and then I'll get right back with you. Okay. Okay, let me show you what we got going on. Okay, I got the pigtail soldered on. You saw that. Got my VTX on the back of this opening, and I had 2 holes drilled on either side of the VTX. And I put some double-sided sticky tape, but instead of the zip tie, I was fighting that thing. I took one of these twist ties, put it through the holes in the back, wrapped it around, snugged it up with some pliers so it's tight. Got my camera that I put in the LCD bracket or holder. Got that in there, screwed it back in so it's good to go. And I got my little antenna right down here, out of the bottom. So I think, all that being said, we're good to go to power it up and see if it works. I'm going to go ahead and put the shell on, get all these wires secured. What I like about this mod is you don't see any of all those wires. They're neat. That camera looks like it belongs there, although it really doesn't. Now, all I gotta do is plug the battery in. We should have FPV. Okay, still got my LEDs, got the camera. Look over here. We got FPV. So, I guess now, the only thing to really do is take it outside and test it, but it's so dang windy today. So, I'm going to try and get it outside if the wind dies down and just get, even if it's just a minute of some footage, I'll be happy. So, I hope I explained everything alright. I know I probably didn't. I could have went into more detail, but I think you get the gist of it. So, I now have FPV in the Bugs 3. And then if you want to do this and you order any antennas, order 45mm. That's what these are. These are 45mm. It sits on the ground and it doesn't even touch the ground. So I think that'll work good for me. Alright. I guess I'll try and get it for a flight and get some footage on here. Thanks.
Rumors spreading round in that Texas town about the shack outside the game. And you know what I'm talking about. Just let me know if you wanna go to that home out on the range. They got a lot of nice girls.